let's just start. Let's just start, you know? The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monika and Sayori to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. It's Yuri! Wow, I didn't see that coming. Did you see that coming, Chad? I did not see that coming. That was such a surprise to me. Ooh, Sayori's shocked. Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She's very conspicuously mouths to Monika. It's her! It's the girl! That's not conspicuously mouthing. That's screaming. It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in the classroom. I called it. I called it. I mean, who else would it be? I don't know, but I called it. So, I give myself credit. Thanks to Monika leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continuously standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Aw, so shy. Sayori continues to fail, containing her excitement. It's happening! Oh my god! Get the cupcakes! Get the cupcakes! Thank you so much for coming. Sorry, it's a little empty. I'm Monika, and this is Sayori, and we run the Literature Club. We are Literature Club, Inc. Even though it's just us so far, but... What's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club! That's a nice name. Really unique. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. I know how to read. Oh yeah, you can join the screen. Yes, they are screaming. They are. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sayori, and this is Monika. Sayori, Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy? Do you like knives? Hey guys, this is the Literature Club. Do you like knives? I have a lot of knives in my house, you know? And you know, I brought some with me today. You know, could we discuss knives at the Literature Club? Like books? Yuri looks at Monika. Fantasy is cool! Yes! Have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? Of course! Who doesn't know Annabelle Dupont? My G. I can't say I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. You can borrow my books. I wouldn't mind. Would you also like to borrow my knives? Yeah, I have a lot of knives. You can borrow them if you want to. You think the Annabelle Dupont also wrote The Portrait of Markov? That would be interesting. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monika stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help. I'd love to! It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great! I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. It's like fucking 2,000 pages. Okay, we're reading 10 of them today. If you don't finish them, I'm gonna grab my knives. True. Okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the clubroom in a flash, leaving Monika and Sayori silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for that. Do you like hentai? Yeah, this is the hentai club, guys. Am I at the right place? How do I handle someone so intense? I have like no experience with fantasy, except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid, but that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Monika, don't you think you should be more optimistic? I cannot speak! Holy crap! We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. Ah! What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. I cannot do the laughing at all, but it's funny. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yay! That's exactly what I want to do. Besides, Sayori lowers her voice. I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get. She taps her finger against the dauntingly chunky book Yuri left sitting on her desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. I brought my knives and my books. Who wants to play a fun game of reading? Her breath is slightly heavy, which, combined with her short time gone, indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one already on Yuri's desk. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in that same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Okay, so I know we just met, but you're gonna read all my books, you're gonna read all my interests, and you're gonna be interested in them. You better be. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, like, I think, like, if we're gonna be reading together, then I would like that. From across the moon, yeah. Monika smiles and nods at Sayori while Yuri isn't looking. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down, then looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide you wanted to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. Read my fucking book, or that's exactly what I was thinking. I joined the club. Read my fucking book. Okay, bye. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault, since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances over at Monika. Monika came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens, and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and couldn't even look up. What? I can literally not say words! I got too nervous and couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monika told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided that was probably irrational. Oh, you're one of those. I mean, you already knew that. She's really cautious about everything. That's fair. Would be me. Wait. No, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just, walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I'm so relieved. I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too. Such as there being too many people. There's 3 people here, too much. I cannot take it. I'm hyperventilating, guys. I've never seen so much people in the same room in my whole life. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the 2 of you. I definitely came at the right time. 3 minutes later, Natsuki comes in and ruins the whole mood. Oh, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same things as I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. Do you think Yuri would also go on late night Discord VZs and talk about books? Would be a massive vibe. What kind of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature. Oh, just things you would think are dumb. Sayori paused. You know what I'm gonna say. She's literally gonna say knives. Like, the only 2 things she cares about is books and knives. Like, is there anything else? Yeah, and main character. Jeff Sex. She is obsessed with Jeff Sex. But besides that, there's literally nothing. Sayori pauses, a look of concern on her face. How about I tell you about something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into. I suppose that would be okay. Well, I'm pretty into like crafty things, like making cute little collages or decorating things, like cards or jewelry boxes. I don't know how to say collages. I still don't know how to say that. I don't know if it's college or collage or whatever the fuck, because it's like, I'm not English, okay? I'm trying to make the best of it. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put it off till the last minute. So yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much, it's just that you'd be surprised by how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So, I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Sayori nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature! Monika, I'm gonna start a nature club. True. You're stuck here with me now. You're stuck here with me now. You're going to... I'm not gonna say that. I'm not. Why does it not say I'm not? I'm not. Oh yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There, now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities, you meanie! Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. I like going out into the woods or to the park, just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. It's peaceful. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like to do that? It just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do. If you don't let it slip through your fingers, I just play video games. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monika climbing in every now and then as well. Guys, I'm also in this club, can you help me? I want to talk with people, I made this club. No, your mom, Monika. Monika had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So, are you two going to be starting on that book next club meeting? That's the plan! I'm so excited. Sayori beams. Yuri clicks her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monika with a gentle smile. Bye! Bye guys! See you in the next video, bye-bye! Bye-bye! As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monika are left in the club room. Sayori, you are a lifesaver. I didn't do anything, I just talked. Still, besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here, with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? I'm kinda scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. I can Yuri in this, to be honest. That's literally me every time I need to do something new and meet new people. I'm just gonna be like, ah. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room. It's club time again! Monika went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri is talking about. Well, I mean, the way I got overly excited to share my books and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. Well, still. I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Huh? Why? Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested. Hold on a minute, buddy. That's not how it was. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monika and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly, so it just sounded like something fun to do that we could do together, reading your books. You know, like, as a club activity? That would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. I'm literally as introverted as her. You don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here. Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book. Dusk Bell. I was so hoping that was gonna say Portrait of Markov. But Dusk Bell, yep. What does a Dusk Bell mean? I've no clue. I don't want to search it up either. Part 1 of the Everlast Saga. It's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. That's so funny, guys. Can you have some claps in the chat for Sayori? Hilarious. Comedians! I didn't laugh, guys. Sorry, I'm ready now. I like how it's just silenced by Yuri. She's like, you're so bad. Oh, right. I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears it out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? You need to take your notes while reading. Oh, it's useful to draw things out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes. Yep. Do you always take notes while you're reading books? I do. It's not like I read books, but if I would, I take some notes. Notes? Yes, that's an effective strategy. Exactly. I'm sure it will be especially helpful for someone new to the genre. Sayori's jokes flew completely over Yuri's head. But thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart on the things I have lots of experience with. Like knives. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you. No, you silly. Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Starts being shy. Anyway, would you like to get started? Haha, okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. What does eloquently mean? I don't know. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? That's what I thought when I played this game, but, you know, it stands of how I came up with it, so we take it. It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing I do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are like just putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know? But this is like, there must be so much planning and hard work. Ah, you're into poetry? I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. No way! Ah! Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. You know, Yuri is like really elegant. Would you have like a really elegant laugh? Like, ah, that's so polite and funny of you, so elegant. Ah, let us laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Nah, she fucking hates it. That's why she's laughing, brother. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now, if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Wait, I thought they already, like, did that. Because, like, they're already, like, talking and Sayori couldn't keep up with it. They haven't even started reading yet? Oh, jeez. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. Sayori jots Yuri is patient into her notes. I would picture her laugh more like a bad fake laugh, not arrogant. Oh, like fucking me when I was doing voice acting before I even tried. I would like go, ah ha ha. She would go, ah ha ha, it's so funny of you, Sayori, that you just made that joke. So good. Wow. Or just I'd laugh like that. That's me IRL, by the way. Here, spoiler for you. I laugh like that IRL. Hey, that's for the book, you meanie. I'm just kidding. But I'm kind of glad you're patient, because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course, I thought vindicated would mean something with the Vikings because there's a V. I really have no brain cells, but you don't. That's fine. I don't need them. Sayori turns the page. Are these footnotes? What the fuck does that even mean? A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. These words don't even make sense! What does this mean? No, I don't know what footnotes are, okay? Let me be, I've never heard the word footnotes. I've heard the word foot and I've heard the word notes. I have not heard the word footnotes, I'm sorry. Up until now, their expressions has been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present, the future? Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Barnes is having. Barnes, my beloved. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied for the context. Wait, is Barnes a male's name or a female's name? Just making sure before I said my beloved, you know. Sayori rubs her temples. The two of them continue, with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes, as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often, and even adding to them. But her reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. You already come across that. You ask questions while reading a book, and if you would be reading a book alone, no one would answer them, buddy. So you're stupid. That's my realization. Sometimes in a book there are like small numbers next to a word that's hard to understand, or sometimes even a whole sentence. Further down the page you see the numbers again with the description of what the word or sentence means. Oh, I have that when I need to make my Greek and Latin tests. I had that on my Greek test today, like it says what the words are. Thank you, Carmen. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. Are we gonna end off on a cliffhanger again, like last time? A spooky cliffhanger? So, what are your thoughts of this to this point? Sayori tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. Have I been doing good? Have I been reading the words correctly? Because I think in Spanish and these words are all English, and it's so confusing to me. Did I do good, Yuri? When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into you get. It makes me want to keep going, and to keep doing my best, so I can see it the way that you do. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses, then shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. I think she realized that Sayori doesn't like it, even though she might does, but Yuri's like, oh wait, I just realized you probably hate this shit, and I just made you go up with this. But, I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I didn't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me. Sayori is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monika trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? You literally didn't do anything wrong. Yuri's just being insecure, okay? Don't worry, Sayori. Drowning in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. She literally said she wanted to do something else tomorrow. I assumed that would mean she'd come back. Unless she doesn't, but that wouldn't make sense. So, yeah. Ugh, this is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough? Probably the first one. I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. Damn me, why wasn't I just smarter? I've ruined it again. Damn, I'm so dumb. I need to do better for her.